I will be going over how an instructional model, such as personal and social responsibility, can be implemented into a classroom setting. The assessment I'll be using is a teacher observation rubric for personal and social responsibility. This document is to provide feedback to the students about how they are performing in their personal and social responsibility skills. The instructor will observe the student development of the personal and social responsibility and should reflect through instruction and practicing of skills. The skills to be taught or learned are respect for self, respect for others, respect for equipment, communicates well, and works properly. I give an example of some fundamentals for this, but for right now, we'll talk about the goal for the class. The goal for the class is to increase the students' personal and social responsibility by goal-directed activities. Students will be introduced to activities that engage with learning responsibility. This is to discourage any behavior such as not listening to others, negative comments with other students, and not willing to help other students or peers out. At the end of the class, students should become more aware of the rights, feelings, and needs of others while also recognizing their own behaviors, so understanding their own responsibility and what their actions do. What's the gain in the class? Students are to gain personal and social responsibility while participating in physical education. This is a benefit to the students to help promote responsible behaviors to better contribute to society and lessen students engaging in risky behaviors, such as, not going to a party or doing something in a store that you're not supposed to be doing. Furthermore, encourage the students' leadership skills and to create positive environments outside of the school. And the instructor themselves has the ability to create an environment where students can remain knowledgeable on health, creativity, self-discipline, curiosity, the caring of others, and ability to work with others, concerns for the environment and community, and positive attitude. And furthermore, maybe have a student, be encouraged to carry on with physical education and potentially be a teacher themselves. Now, an example of this being used could be in basketball with a standard for high school 3.1, accepting personal responsibility to create and maintain a physical and emotional safe and non-threatening environment for physical activity. So these can be done with all those previous skills mentioned. So respect for self through levels 1, 2, and 3. 1 does not participate to the fullest potential or does not participate in any offensive or defensive plays. Level 2, students will participate in offensive or defensive plays. So they're willing to shoot the ball or, do any offensive plays, but they're not willing to defend a player, or they're willing to defend and everything, but they're not willing to hold the ball themselves, or, maybe they just don't have that encouragement at the time, or self-confidence. Level 3, participate in a positive manner, participates in both offensive and defensive plays to better skills. So this is simple, just what it says. Students participate with others positively. They aren't bummed out or they aren't moping around when they have to shoot or dribble. And they participate in both offensive and defensive plays. So they're guarding and they're shooting or looking for offensive, defensive strategies that they can help. Number 2, respect others, or respect others. Level 1, does not let teams share their strategies and does not pass the ball. So, student doesn't let others, share their little, I think that if we pass the ball, this individual, and then they dribble this way and then shoot, pass it this person, they shoot it from here, we'll have a better chance with the screen here. And, that person, the student's not trying to hear it, and then there's choosing maybe their own strategy and, talking over that person, or this not following the team at all. Also, this holds the ball because they're reluctant on giving the ball to anyone else. Now, level 2 lets others share strategies, passes the ball to a select few, and this most common is those who are more skilled or more athletic than others, or equal skill and athleticism. Level 3 opens to new ideas and strategies, make sure everyone on the team feels beneficial to the team, and passes to those who may not have gotten a turn. So this person, is going out of their way to, oh, I see that Billy hasn't been getting the ball as much, and, people have been ignoring him. Let me go and pass the ball to him. Or they're listening to Billy instead of how Tim was talking over him. They listen and they say, yeah, maybe, that is a good idea. We should try that in this next play. This overall being encouraging and positive for the team. Respects equipment. For level 1, they are negligent of equipment, does not pick up any balls, basically, does not place equipment back in the designated area, or does not use equipment properly. So they're kicking the ball, or hitting with the hockey stick. So they're just not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Level 2 occasionally places equipment back in designated area, uses equipment properly when reminded, and picks up equipment. So maybe the student does pick up the equipment. They, instead of leaving it on the court, they pick it up and they throw it by the door where they know the basket is for the balls, but they don't necessarily put it in the basket itself. And maybe, when they want to mess around, joke with their friends, they're kicking a ball or acting like the ball's like a head or something. But then when the teacher reminds them, they go ahead and do what they're supposed to be doing. Level 3 uses equipment appropriately, respect of equipment, places equipment back in designated areas. So it's just doing what this says. Communicates well. In level 1, does not help strategize, does not communicate with the team during practices or games, and it has to be told information multiple times. This going over as it is. Level 2 will help strategize, communicates with the team during practices and games, has to be told information multiple times. So they're willing to help strategize, say, maybe if we did this, or maybe if I did a screen here to help. And they do communicate, during practices. They're like, oh, I'm holding a screen, or I'm open, or John's open, pass it to John, And level 3, they help strategize and call out relative techniques and direction, communicates with the team positively to help the team in practice/games, and understands directions and information from teams and peers. So the students understanding what's being told of them and not having to be relayed the information multiple times. They're helping strategize, and they're calling out relative techniques and directions, given backboard, shoot backboard because I'm ready to rebound if needed, or bounce pass. They shout bounce pass to bounce it under someone's legs that they're coming behind of, or there's on a screen because they are screening someone, or they want to screen, whatever one it is. Now, works cooperatively. Level 1 does not pass the ball. It does not work with the team to make successful plays. So this person is nonchalant, doesn't want to do anything, it's not passing the ball. Maybe if they get it, they just hold it in their hands until it runs out, or they're not taking the ball at all. They don't want to play. There's, they give in the ball and they throw it back. They don't want to participate. And level 2, occasionally demonstrates behavior that benefit the team. Will pass the ball with peers when asked. So they occasionally, will demonstrate, they defend someone. They're occasionally defending someone, but they're not always. Or, occasionally they go for a shot, but maybe it's just not, to their full potential. They're just grabbing the ball and just shooting it, not with any focus or anything. Level 3 demonstrates behavior that benefit others, encourage others to play, and shoot passes. Passes the ball to all and demonstrates good sportsmanship. So like we said before and other times, the student demonstrates behavior to benefit others. So, they're encouraging others, shoot the ball or pass it here, this and that. Encourages others to play and shoot the pass and shoot. This, like I said, maybe they're like, hey, Billy, I know you're not, maybe he's not been playing as much, so they passes to him and he yells out he's screening, so he's holding a screen for him, letting him know, and also passing the ball so the student feels more encouraged to participate in the game. And demonstrates good sportsmanship, so they're just not, out there when, in someone's face, they say, good job, that was a good game. Within a basketball activity, such as a small 2v2 game, students that demonstrate personal and social responsibility will be able to cooperate better with teammates to help strategize, increase their chances of making successful play. Like I said, students who, demonstrate that they passing the ball and they shout out their screening so the person gets set up, or, shout out backboard to let other students know that they're ready for a rebound. Additionally, working cooperatively with and encouraging other students to participate or increase students' skills in particular tasks. Students can carry these skills throughout their life to better adapt to challenges that may face them in adulthood. So these students can take this model and knowledge and develop it throughout their whole life, in a work setting or another college setting or such as that. So these students can take all this knowledge and skill and demonstrate it in other places. And that's why it is beneficial to the students to obtain something like this.